Hello everyone. So today I bring you a new whole series. It's gonna be a series because I'm gonna keep doing it and it's gonna be bad. Which is failed builds. It's just stuff that the idea was nice, it worked somewhat, and then it didn't anymore. Like this, the Rive Paladin. The only good thing about this build is that you're bonking things with a big bone. That's the greatest thing about this build. You get to bonk things with a big bone. And it somewhat works. Alright, moving on. How should I put it? The build is not that bad. It can do 300 corruption, so it's not that bad. And probably in echoes it can go a bit further than that. Problem is, it just feels horrible on bosses, and it's not the greatest feeling with playing it. So I tried building around Weapon Specialist, this whole idea of fire damage per attunement, and I was stacking strength and attunement. So we complemented it with Holy Aura, with Healing Hands, obviously, over the 2 melee hit, Judgment, get Frenzy and Mana Regen, because we will be spamming Seeds of Hope all the time, so you can upkeep this buff, because we are kinda low on increased damage currently. Alright, so how this plays is, you just get close. Oh, right, we also took out the third hit, just so you could keep a consistent speed, and a way to also pump out more Healing Hands. So, how this works is you just smack things, and then you hold all buttons, and you smack things. I mean, the damage is not that bad, and there's probably ways to make it better. I am just not willing to put in the effort. So I'm gonna call it a failed build, and I'll just put it here as a sort of ideas, I suppose. Also because there's a lot of things changing in 1.24 Sentinel, so maybe there will be something here that will be good. For maybe next season we'll actually be able to mess with it a bit better. So for passives, Event Paladin, we got the pretty much in stat stacking. That's it. You can put in red rings on this and it would work just as well. This would have been maybe better to shuffle the points into that, so get more increased damage, because we don't have that much increased damage. But yeah, went here, went there, grabbed those, grabbed this, grabbed the Reverence of Duality for the mana, health, increased damage, mostly the health. This one I opted not to grab it, because problem with this build is Rive is doing both physical and fire damage. Maybe if next season they change it, so you can actually spec Rive into a fire element, then maybe it would work better. But yeah, since it was doing a mix of damage, we also came here, grabbed the 5% more damage with maces, grabbed 10 damage, so we could come here to get the crit multiplier per strength. And increased crit chance, which is also nice. And this little nifty little thing that gives us damage over time mitigation for armor. Meaning, we have, currently, because our attunement is pretty low, we should have a higher attunement, but I feel the gear is not great. You tend to stack strength and attunement on everything, and as you can see, we don't have that, so we are lacking a bit of flat, and we are lacking a lot of armor mitigation. Currently, we only have 37, so that is 17% armor mitigation, plus 30 from here. And at the time we had, you go look at the planner. I mean, in full rares, this build works really well. You can just base tank 100 corruption, mostly rares. With a couple of exalteds. I have a planner where it shows the character at the time I finished Empowered, and I'm gonna put the snippet of this build finishing Empowered so you can see. It's just a question of scaling up its damage, because the basis of it, in terms of defense, it seems okay. I guess if you can scale up its defense a bit more so you can face tank bosses, it's gonna be fine. Problem is, as it stands, range on Rive makes it very, very horrible to do any kind of boss. Because then if you evade, you're out of range for Rive most of the times. Maybe getting increased area here instead of crit multi would lower its damage, but well, sacrifices have to be done. And getting some area, increased area on the necklace as well, maybe. I don't know. I think it's one of those that maybe next season we'll find something better for it. But yeah, just a short video, nothing special. I'll put in the monolith videos. I might put in the yeah, I'll put in this as well, the very simple filter, but it's not a build that you can hope to do lost that 300 corruption very nicely. It works for echoes though, and it works perfectly fine as a leveling build, just not for corruption. And when it comes to blessings, what we got here? Well, we got the experience, obviously, crit multi, all red, all pretty standard, and then here we got fire shred and physical shred, because they're doing both damages, so both are nice to have. And then here we got regen, because I didn't have anything else to get. Right, idols. So we are using Throne of Ambition. It's actually better than another crit multiplier. And this one we still don't know if it wouldn't just be better to get an idol with area. I mean, this is this build. I'll leave it up to you guys if you want to mess with it. Just treat it as an idea. And then here you have resists, so we can pop out of whatever you're missing, and that's it for idols. So hello, we are at the end of our soul self-found character. Things, challenges, character found. See, soul self-found. This is our gear. Belt is amazing, right? And these are our idols, which pretty much just resist. And we are running two-handed mace with Rive. The skill, this will still need to be. This is gonna be gone. We're gonna go red. This is probably gonna be gone a little bit here. This is all over the place as well. Needs retooling, and this needs some slight adjustments. Anyhow, we are going into the last boss, last Echo, and the Harbinger, and we're pretty much gonna face tank it.
Last refuge is guard an iron ore that is left.
Our stats.
My magic has no equal. Perish.
We can just face tank him. Our damage is still not yet stellar, but like I said, the build needs some changes, especially judgment. We need to turn it more into a buff type of skill. Get its frenzy. And that will make it so much better than trying to use it for a bit of damage here and there. Where'd it go? There. I could just walk into AoEs and they don't care.
Magic has no equal. Perish. Why you run? It is hopeless.
Making sure Rive is in with hit. That's why our damage is still lacking. There is no optimization yet on this build. It does okay damage. Don't get me wrong. That's not amazing. Coward, but you're the one running away or moving about. Like, I think this is one of the stupidest so far in terms of just face tanking it.
Keep running. Dodge this.
Yeah, we do need to improve the damage.
Arcane Oblivion. Keep running.
Doo-doo. I really just like how often she moves around.
What's this? Arcane Oblivion.
This one in specific is very annoying. That guy is fine. She just juked my judgment. And there we go. Ooh, a Harbinger Eye.
To us.
These have been rare for me. And that's it. How it ends. Soul Self-Found, Rive Paladin. I need to save a planar of this. Oh well. 100 corruption, empowered monolith. Damage is a bit lacking. Only a bit though. Considering how tanky we are, doesn't matter too much. Nah, I don't think. I think my planners, I already put enough work into my planners with the rare things and whatnot for that to be good. I think going through the campaign showcases enough of rare soul self-found. Especially this build actually needs a lot of work in terms of damage. I need to ooh. Well, okay. I wonder if SSF has better drop rates. Did you see that one? Champions Regalia T6 Rive? And the tournament? Actually said that to Bike that he should pick one of his builds and play it SSF and see how it fares. Because I think it would be interesting for him, for his channel, for his content. Especially since because he already has a lot of stuff and he does a lot of endgame build. So it would be interesting to see how things would go. I told him like, think 30, 60 hours. A month of playing 2 hours a day, how far could you make it go? As an SSF. I feel like there's a lot of build guides for like high corruption, endgame, yada yada, where you're kind of expected to already have items or go buy them from merchants. And then people who play mostly SSF get kind of shafted. Because they think the build would work just fine and then they get a nice surprise that it doesn't work as well as they see on the videos. Especially because sometimes they don't really explain what you should prioritize most.
Stand down or die.
Are there? Maybe I'm just bad at finding them. It is also possible. I've also seen builds which I had a lot of doubts. Yeah, this looks fun. I doubt this can clear empowered decently. without you dying every now and again. That I've also seen. You're like, yeah, this looks like a fun idea, and it does sound fun, like my idea with the fish of spawning zombies and shades and whatnot. Yeah, it is fun, but it doesn't really work that well when you go into corruption. At least the way I built it.
Hello, it's me.
Ooh, it's Mac. So we're just gonna do a quick 300C. Well, 299C. Echo. Very quickly. Yeah. This is dope. Because this build is one of those that, yeah, it works fine for the most part. I just not sure how to scale it higher and how high it can actually go. It's horrible for bosses. That's it. It's just downright horrible for bosses. And as you can see, the clear speed is not particularly great either. That's the problem with Rive. Yeah, I was kind of messing with it. That's why you'll see still think leveling. You can just face tank most things. It's got that going for it. Not at 300C. 300C things just do too much damage for it to be able to simply face tank bosses. But at 100C with just rare gear, it was face tanking everything. So yeah, it's just gonna be a chill leveling build. Or a cycle starter, because it really does not require much. Then you can just swap out.